There's a certain magic to British fish and chips, a simple yet profound pleasure. It's more than just fried fish and potatoes. It's an experience, a memory, a cultural touchstone. It's more than just a meal, it's a national institution, woven into the very fabric of British life. From bustling city centres to quiet coastal towns, the aroma of the local chippy is instantly recognisable and comforting. The sharp tang of salt and vinegar, that quintessential British combination, the satisfying crunch of golden batter, perfectly crisp and shielding the delicate fish within, the flaky white fish, steamed to perfection inside its crunchy shell. Each bite is a taste of home, a familiar and comforting flavour that evokes memories of childhood and simpler times. It's a dish that connects generations, passed down through families, a constant in an ever-changing world. Picture a brisk walk along the promenade, the wind whipping through your hair, gulls overhead, their cries echoing in the salty air, and a warm parcel of fish and chips in hand, its comforting warmth radiating through the paper. It's the reward after a day at the seaside, building sandcastles and paddling in the waves, the fuel for summer adventures. Everyone has their own way of eating it, a personal ritual passed down through their family. Fork or fingers, depending on the mood and the setting, ketchup or curry sauce, a regional and personal preference that sparks endless debate, mushy peas or pickled onion, the perfect accompaniment to cut through the richness of the fried food. Fish and chips fed the workers of the Industrial Revolution, providing sustenance and energy, boosted morale during wars, a symbol of home for soldiers far away, and became a symbol of resilience, a reminder of simpler times and shared experiences. The chippy is a cornerstone of the high street, a place of community and comfort, a familiar face in a changing world. No fancy cutlery, no ceremony, just pure satisfaction, a simple pleasure enjoyed by all. For so long, cod and haddock have been the kings of the fryer, the undisputed champions of the British chippy. But British tastes are evolving, and we're looking beyond the familiar, exploring new flavours and sustainable options. Now, a new challenger appears on the horizon, a contender ready to shake up the established order. It brings the fresh, sweet taste of the ocean, a different texture and a unique flavour profile, a different kind of seaside indulgence, a new way to experience the bounty of the British coast. A contender has stepped into the ring, ready to challenge the dominance of cod and haddock. The humble crab is scuttling into the spotlight, ready to take its place as a new British favourite. Imagine approaching your favourite seaside chippy, the salty air filling your lungs, the promise of a comforting meal hangs in the air. The menu is familiar: cod, a timeless classic; haddock, another dependable place. But then, your eyes are drawn to something new, something unexpected: fresh dressed crab and chips. This isn't just a minor addition to the board, it's a quiet revolution taking place right before your eyes. The classic formula, beloved for generations, is being updated and refined for a new generation of food lovers. Crab and chips is making waves and turning heads this summer. Sometimes it's a whole dressed crab, proudly presented in its shell, filled with sweet, delicate white meat and intensely flavoured rich brown meat, nestled invitingly next to golden, perfectly crisp chips. Or maybe it's soft-shell crab, lightly battered and fried until exquisitely tender, or perhaps delectable crab cakes, seasoned with fragrant herbs and warming spices. Each version offers a fresh and exciting new way to enjoy this unexpected yet harmonious pairing. The trend naturally started in charming coastal towns, where the freshest crab is landed just meters from the chippy kitchen. Chippy owners, passionate about their craft, wanted to celebrate the incredible local, seasonal produce available to them. It tentatively began as a summer special, a limited-time offering, but its popularity quickly exploded, exceeding all expectations. Now, crab and chips is confidently popping up in cities, far removed from the calming influence of the sea. It's become more than just another menu item. It's a tangible shift in our evolving culinary expectations. We crave novelty, we demand quality, and we seek a compelling story behind the food we choose to eat. Crab and chips effortlessly ticks all the boxes. Fresh, excitingly different, and offering an authentic taste of the beautiful British coastline. It somehow manages to feel both reassuringly traditional and excitingly modern all at once. Ultimately, it's the quintessential taste of summer, beautifully and cleverly reimagined. What makes crab so special? Its seasonality. Unlike year-round cod, British crab peaks in the warmer months. A true taste of summer. Eating crab in July connects us to the rhythms of nature and the sea. It's a fleeting pleasure, something to savor. Fresh crab meat is sweet, delicate, and complex. White meat is succulent. Brown meat is rich and savory. It's a world away from the mildness of cod or haddock. Paired with simple, crispy chips, the contrast is perfect. Eating crab is interactive. You scoop the meat from the shell, making the meal an event. Fried softshell crab is a textural adventure. Eating local crab, like chroma or Cornish spider crab, means tasting the terroir of the sea. It's likely caught that morning by a local fisherman. This story adds meaning to the meal. In a globalized world, this hyper-local seasonal approach feels honest. It's a celebration of British produce at its best. A taste of the sea, pure and simple. That's the magic of crab and chips. The rise of crab and chips is about us, too. Our palates have become more adventurous. We're a nation of foodies, always seeking the next big thing. Social media has played a huge role. A vibrant crab and chips photo is instantly Instagrammable. Food lovers see these images and want to try it themselves. Hashtags trend and a local seafood shack can become a sensation overnight. This desire for novelty drives the trend. Fish and chips is wonderful, but familiar crab and chips offers discovery. It's a safe adventure, comforting chips with an exciting new partner. Food festivals and street food markets have helped launch the trend. A stall selling crab and chips draws huge queues. People pay more for something special and artisanal. They connect with the cook, learn about the crab's origins. This personal connection adds value. It turns a simple takeaway into a memorable experience. Crab and chips satisfies our craving for the new while honoring tradition. It's a food movement you can taste, and it's only just begun. To truly understand the crab and chips phenomenon, we need to dive into the heart of the matter. We need to talk to those on the front line, the people who are witnessing this culinary shift firsthand. Dave, a chippy owner in the picturesque town of Padstow, Cornwall, shares his insights, saying, "We've proudly served traditional fish and chips for 50 years, a true cornerstone of British cuisine, but you have to move with the times, adapt to the changing palates and preferences of your customers." He explains how he initially started offering a simple crab bap, a nod to the local seafood. Then, almost as an experiment, he paired it with chips. And now, surprisingly, crab sells almost as well as the beloved cod. Customers, it seems, are overwhelmingly enthusiastic about this new addition. Sarah, enjoying a seaside lunch on the beach in Aldeburgh, Suffolk, says, "We always got the traditional haddock and chips. It's a family favourite. But the kids saw crab and chips trending on Instagram, and they were desperate to try it. It's amazing. A proper holiday treat, something a little bit special." However, not everyone is entirely convinced by this modern twist. An older gentleman, a staunch traditionalist in Whitby, scoffs at the idea. Crab with chips? It's simply not right, a step too far from what a chippy should be. Fish and chips is fish and chips, a sacred institution. His unwavering loyalty to the classic dish perfectly illustrates how deeply ingrained fish and chips is in our national identity and culinary heritage. But even some of the most ardent skeptics are slowly but surely coming around to the idea. Another chippy owner from the Norfolk coast candidly admits, "I initially thought it was a bit posh, perhaps too fancy for a traditional chippy, but it undeniably gets people through the door, attracting a wider range of customers. Younger people, adventurous foodies, it's ultimately been good for business, injecting new life into the chippy." Crab and chips is undeniably bringing new customers and a fresh, vibrant energy to the traditional chippy. It's a clear sign of changing tastes, evolving culinary preferences, and the ever-changing times we live in. The classic fish and chips isn't going anywhere. It remains a beloved staple. But there's certainly room for something new and exciting. The Chippy Counter is now a fascinating place where tradition meets innovation, a culinary crossroads. And the seaside menu as a whole is undoubtedly richer and more diverse for it. Crab and chips is undeniably here to stay, solidifying its place on the menu. It's a compelling story of adaptation, embracing opportunity, and culinary evolution. The British chippy is constantly evolving, adapting to the demands of a modern palate. And the nation is hungry for more innovative takes on this classic dish. And that, in essence, is the real phenomenon we're witnessing. How does crab and chips stack up against the reigning champion cod and chips? Cod and chips is the ultimate comfort food, thick, crunchy batter, mild flaky fish, hearty and familiar. It's the culinary equivalent of a warm hug, dependable and satisfying. Crab and chips, by contrast, is lighter and more delicate. The sweetness of crab is complex and nuanced, a dish to savor. It's fresher, more vibrant, and leaves you feeling refreshed. Price matters. Crab is more expensive, making it a special occasion treat, while fish and chips is the everyday classic. They're not direct competitors, they cater to different moods and budgets. The choice is yours: tradition's embrace or the thrill of the new. The British seaside menu is richer and more diverse. There's room for both on our plates and in our hearts. That's the beauty of it. The rise of crab and chips is more than a fleeting trend. It's a sign of a broader shift in British food culture. We're redefining what British food means, celebrating our produce and our chefs. Crab and chips is a symbol of this new confidence. The Chippy pub and seaside cafe are evolving, experimenting with local seasonal specials. You might now find oysters, samphire, or sea bass alongside cod and chips. The seaside is becoming a destination for serious food lovers. This shift reconnects us with our island heritage and our rich seafood history. Crab and chips encourages us to explore the bounty of our own waters. It supports local fishermen and sustains coastal communities. Choosing crab and chips is a delicious way to invest in our coastline. The trend is changing menus and lives. As with any food trend, we must ask, is our love for crab sustainable? The UK's crab fisheries are generally healthier than many finfish stocks managed by small-scale operations. Organisations like the Marine Conservation Society guide us to make responsible choices. Most UK crab, especially pot-caught, is a good, sustainable option. Choosing local pot-caught crab is an indulgence you can feel good about. The trend can drive positive change. Consumers ask questions, suppliers become more transparent, sustainability becomes a selling point, but vigilance is needed. Some soft-shell crab is imported from less sustainable sources. By choosing native British crab, we support sustainability and superior flavour. Our summer treat can and should be guilt-free. What does the future hold for crab and chips? Is it a fleeting romance or a new British classic? All signs suggest staying power. It's rooted in place, season, and a desire for authentic food. Crab and chips isn't trying to replace fish and chips, it's carving its own niche. It's the special occasion seaside meal, the foodie's choice, the taste of summer. Both dishes can live side by side, two great British traditions, old and new. The trend will evolve, regional variations, new sauces, creative presentations. Innovation will keep it fresh and exciting. Its longevity will be decided by us, at the Chippy, on the promenade, in the pub garden. It's a dish that makes sense, celebrating British produce and our coastline. Fish and chips will always be king, but crab and chips is the crown prince. Long may it reign. The British seaside has never tasted better.